What was the time frame that that took in terms of that all that storytelling and getting that alignment? Was that 2 months, 6 months?
So it's been interesting looking at after this space now for over a dozen years. When I first started in it, it almost felt like you were building, even though you bought a package because the capabilities, it wasn't a configuration framework. If you wanted extensive logic around markdown minimization and trying to find that unit that was going to sell for less the next time it sold and get rid of it fast, that wasn't something you could configure for. You had to write code. So, I think when we first rolled out the OMS at Ann Taylor and Loft back in 2012, there was over 1.5 million lines of code that went into a package to make it work the way we wanted it to work, right? So I might as well have built that system back then. These days, with the cloud platforms and portfolios and the infrastructure you get out of the box, it's a little bit of a different ball game. My thinking around buy versus build now is more focused around the edges, right? Where is there a capability that the package doesn't have that is something that's important to my business stakeholders? I don't have the luxury of having a deep bench internally from a tech team to go start to build something myself. But if there's a requirement that the business needs and there's justification for, we'll figure out a way to build around the edges for those types of capabilities. A good example of one that we've done more recently is in rolling out a number of the Spark brands last year with Aeropostale and Eddie Bauer. The promo engine in the order management system that we used, it's fine technically from a back end perspective, but if you're a store ops person and you're trying to understand what promos are coming when, kind of the visualization that feeds into the visual merchandising aspects of that, and what signs need to go up, we needed to kind of have a layer that sat on top of the core OMS capability that provided a better window into how to execute that for the stores. And that became a build capability for us, right? So we kind of look at what the needs are. You're going to find 95% of your needs out of the box in an OMS today. We'll talk about the commercial aspects of what that means in a little while, but I think you can find a lot of it out of the box. It's just an appetite from a commercial perspective. How much are you willing to pay for what's out of the box versus building it yourself and be able to manage that ongoing cost structure in house?